Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and I appreciate you stopping in to check out my video. And we are here at Monza doing a CP multiplayer online race with a huge field, 32 cars. And just like the title says, basically just kind of going over my failures and disappointments. So let's get this thing started. Getting ready to roll here. I'll turn the HUD on. I didn't qualify worth anything. I got 18th. I just, no excuses. Just didn't get it together. Didn't run near what I could or should. But Black Eye 16th. You got Roca's 14th. You got Schultz 10th. Zanz is 7th. And Carlos is 3rd. He did really well. But yeah, you got Dylan right there, and he's in that Nissan right there. Usually he's in the Audi, but he's in the Nissan. But anyway, just trying to make this video short and sweet, sweet as I can for a mud pie, so to speak. But just kind of going over some of the not too many goods, mostly all bads. But that's the way it goes. I mean, like you've heard me say on this channel before, sometimes you're the bug and sometimes you're the windshield. So. Not to say it was somebody else's, it was nobody's fault but my own. So, we're getting ready to start, and I took off, and just it seemed like they went. I don't know what the deal was, but so I didn't feel like letting up, so I just went around Black Eye and kept going, and just got in line. Behind Roca there, and Dylan's right there on my left. I'm gonna get in this view right here. Basically here, I'm gonna slow it down. Again, this is my fault. I'm coming up here, and I know he's to my left, so I'm trying to give him room. So, half the road. So I move over a little bit, but I got to get around the sausage. And I didn't expect him to come across. I thought he was going to run wider. I thought he was going to try to run wide to give me room, but I mean, he probably thought that I slowed down. It was just it's just a wrong place, wrong time type of thing. Show it in full speed. Oops. Luckily, I hit him here to put him back straight so he could get going again. That was the only good hit. Only good hit I had. So he lost a few spots, but at least he was, he's still right there behind the BMW. And really, like I said, I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna. I didn't really think I was going to go charging up all the way to the front. I just wanted to buy my time and just find a good gap and, good dancing partner, just so to speak, and just go down the straightaways and see where I ended up. I mean, but so I passed Roca there, but then he gets a run on me going on the straightaway. And BMW just blows our doors off. He just goes through there. So I just get back behind, get in line. I'm happy to stay right behind him or stay right you know, wherever. This is the next one, right? Coming up this next turn. So we're coming up here, and it's just a misjudgment. I mean, I'm right. All right, hit him right there. I mean, I'm barely touch him. I mean, but for some reason, I mean, you can even look at his bumper, and it doesn't even have a mark on the bumper. Which I've looked over this really close. I didn't even see a, you know, usually you got scratches or whatever. I mean, literally, it's just barely a contact. Now, I did contact him, but barely, and it looked like it shot him off into the gravel trap. Now here, I'm thinking he's going to come right back on here, and again, to my mistake, I was not paying attention to what is going on around me. But if you look who's right next to me. You see Dylan with his GTR. So he you know, when I bumped him, so everything got held up. So he probably got a good run or something and come onto the inside of me. And I was so fixated on that Ferrari and him just coming right back across. I didn't know if he's going to be able to stay right in it and come right back across in front of me or what. But I did not pay attention that the GTR was on the other end, on my inside, and I should have. But you can see there where I'm at. We'll keep going. So now he's coming back, and I move over. I didn't know he was there. I mean, it was just, which I already had him cleared anyway. But I mean, it was just a bad. I really did not know he's there. I did not even know Dylan was on the other side of me, because I mean, it wrecked both of us. But I need to be more aware of my surroundings and what's going on. Can't get fixated on one thing. So that's that. So now my car has got even more damage. Oop. And I got drivers mad at me, which is, just a, I guess I said I was sorry to Dylan and to Roca. Which I got to improve upon. I need to just get a little bit more gap and a little bit more space, so to speak. Because I mean, I don't like hitting anybody. It makes me really ticked at myself because I don't like hitting anybody. Just like I don't want to get hit. I don't mind a little nudge or a little this or that. That's just racing. But I mean, I don't like to get punted or banged or this or that or whatever. So, where it damages your car or knocks you off the track or whatever. So, I mean, and like Roca, he had some lagging issues. So, on something like that, I need to be even more aware and concentrate harder on giving even more of a space, because you get so close to them, and if they lag, then they twitch or something, and you're into them, or you get that net code thing, and it's just stuff that you got to be aware of. So things that I need to work on and improve. At this point, I was like, well, maybe I can, at least find a spot now. Got the BMW in front of me. I'm like, yeah, that's great because he flies. So, I mean, I'll just, stick with the BMW and just, roll on down here. And, follow him down the straightaways and see if we can move up a little bit. I'm up to 16th. And after all this melee, and car still doesn't feel too bad, really. It feels like it's handling okay. So, I'm more frustrated right now than anything just because of the position I'm in. As far as catching them, I'm really not too overly concerned. Even though I know they had a straightaway, but I mean, I know what the car can, you know, it's still running good and it handles good, so I really wasn't too just, you know, I was confident that I could still catch them. Just like this. I mean, look, you get just one turn and I'm just really pretty much on top of them. Somebody ran through it there. The car was great through these corners. I mean, it handled very, very well. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I got to be more cautious of that. Everybody else is trying to get maximum straightaway speed, and here I am trying to, you know, get better cornering, and the two combinations don't work well together. So I just, you know, that's on me. See, I just closed right up on the Lamborghini and went around him. Roca crashed again. He hit the wall, which on his own. So he's obviously pretty loose. As far as my DAC amp that I have, I got the X3 Sound Blaster DAC amp and the Sennheiser P37X headphones. So I think I got it, you know, tuned in pretty good. Please, any comments or feedback, I'd appreciate it. Hopefully the sound's okay. It sounds, on my end, I got better sounds now than I ever have. So I hear more little noises than I did before. So, I really like it. It's working, you know, really well. These headphones are so comfortable, and almost feel like sometimes I feel like the sound I can't tell if it's the headphones or if it's real sound coming from somewhere else. So it's just really weird. I think the reason why I was so disappointed is just I did, you know, practiced and got it, you know, worked on this, you know, newer revised setup, and everything seems really good. You know, I mean, if I just jumped in there cold turkey, I'd say, well, that's okay. You know, I did the best I could, but, you know, plus, you know, bumping and hitting other people, and just, you know, I got to be more aware of what's going on. You just can't make silly mistakes like that. I don't like Monza, but it just seems like it doesn't like me. I've had a lot of issues there since I've been playing ACC. Always, you know, usually a lot with AI, but it's just I've had a few really just fun races, but most of the time it ends up biting me. It's one of those tracks that isn't the hardest track, but you know, you're trying to get every little bit of speed out of it, so I guess that makes it hard. Plus, there's just so many areas where you just one little thing, and you know, one mistake, and that's it. Ferrari, I think he was having issues because I think he was, you know, I don't know if he's faster or not, but in areas he was faster. But then on the straightaways, of course, the BMW's a rocket ship, so he was having issues. But you know, I did, again. I mean, I was just trying to find a good pace to where I could see what I could push and see how hard I could go. Of course, we did have a pit stop. I got wrecked right there. Yeah, we did have one pit stop, which I didn't make, but and later in the race it rained, which you know, later on in the race, and I don't know where Black Eye finished. I'd have to watch his video. I think he finished pretty decent, and he's, you know, down there in 17th right now. So that changed turned the whole race upside down. It rained, so I think everybody had to jump in. And you know, people that have got that, and that'll bite you. I mean, I've had that happen to me before, where it rains on you and you have that low downforce setup. It happened to Paul Ricard, and man, you can't drive. It's like driving on ice. There's literally no grip. You just, no matter what you do, even with wets, you're just dead in the water. So again, I think I would have benefited me. He almost lost it, which he saved it. Really good save by the Ferrari there. But he, you know, it made me have to jump wide and get out of it, and I kind of lost some of my momentum. But I think that would have been really beneficial to me because, you know, rain with the Porsche, and I was more set up for handling, not just ultimate top speed. I mean, I did have some balance on the car. That's why I'm not the greatest, you know, I'm a little on the weaker side, but I mean, that's why every time I come to corners, I end up catching guys, you know, making up ground. I mean, you see how far the BMW is ahead of me right there. And the Porsche. But I mean, see, I mean, I'm already closing already. Look at that. I mean, just those couple corners, I'm just about on this bumper now. I mean, I'm a few car lengths away. If he pulls me on the straightaway, but still. And this is where I mess up here. I hit that too hard. It upset the car, and I went off the track, and then the car just lost it. It's kind of weird thing. And that's where I ended up with mega damage. Which we can take another look at it. I basically just got over here, hit that too hard, and it upset the car, went sideways, and I got over here and I started to get back in it, and it just spun the one tire and drove me into the wall. And that was the end of that. So, and there's my thumbnail. And there's the whole definition of the whole, basically qualifying and race at Monza. But again, I just trying to show some of the things that few good things, but not too many. Mainly just bad decisions and not good driving. So just need to improve. I really think sometimes that um, practicing with the AI helps a little bit for me, just because you get that awareness of cars all around you, especially since I have it up near maxed out or maxed out, and it gives you that real. It's like being tuned, But I mean, when you don't do that to it, when you don't do that often, and I haven't been doing that much with the AI, and I probably need to maybe do a little more. Then when you get into multiplayer, you're just not. You need to be more aware of that, and I need to from here on out, and try to give a little bit more gap and a little bit more space and not be so tight, especially since you just don't even want to bump or a nudge, and of course if somebody's lagging then you have that issue. So I just got to I try to do better, try to improve, um, and go from there. So we'll try again and get back on the horse and try again. And I sure hope you come back and visit. And please hit the like and subscribe. And any comments or feedback would be greatly appreciated. And I sure hope you all come back and visit soon. See ya.